Hey, welcome back to another episode of Chaos Entropy. Today is episode 36. Today's date is August 21st, 2024. We're recording this. Uh, and there's some news. Some I care about, some I didn't look a lot into, mostly because I was busy. But we are still going to talk about it. Uh, mostly, I guess we can talk about Gamescom, day
I
one.
didn't actually see Gamescom.
Me either. That's why we're going to talk
Oh,
about it.
fuck.
What a
We don't
perfect.
know what's at Gamescom. We
There
just
were
know
games. I heard iffy things.
the only thing I heard about is about Secret Level.
Yes, which I did not understand at first what the hell they were talking about because I thought it was a game.
From what I understood, it's more like
It's the opposite. They're
Love, Death,
taking
and Robots. It's like a
well,
bunch of
yes,
cutscenes,
they're game
short story
IPs
cutscenes.
into like a show, like each episode, like anthology type thing, like Love,
Yeah,
Death,
it's
and
just a
Robots,
bunch of short story cutscenes.
which is cool. By the way, that guy who did Tim Miller, he did the first Deadpool movie he directed.
Yeah, wasn't there like a thing with him though?
Well, yeah, he was either not fired, but well, I don't know what the word would be. 'Cause it was in between
He
movies. It
was
was,
kidnapped. Yeah.
yep, he was kidnapped, and yep. uh, let's see, list of games, Gamecom, and Gamecom was today, I think, but it was for indies.
Wait, no, wasn't there something else like Games for the Future or something? Games Forward.
Uh, I mean, games, maybe I have to look. God damn, it's all German.
Ooh.
Oh wait, here's the English one. Games. Okay. I hope I'm looking at games as in like ones that just came out. Wukong came out,
Oh yeah.
which I wasn't expecting for some reason. I forgot it was gonna be like the same day as Gamescom.
Wukong. Have you
Wukong,
heard about the controversy around Wukong?
that it's not a Souls game.
Well, you haven't heard then?
No,
Okay,
I
we'll
haven't
talk
heard.
about that later then.
What, that it's not woke?
Well, it's got something to do with that.
I saw like someone, not a joke, but someone said like, "Oh wow, it's not woke." Hip hip, hip
Well, I
hooray.
mean, people say that about everything now, but like legitimately, there's a legit
There's a
thing.
Oh, okay.
There's another one.
I was like, why
There's a
would?
situation with the games journalist.
Oh,
I mean,
oh,
sometimes that is like legitimate, and sometimes I mean, at this point, you got people saying both ends saying stuff. So,
is
but
it
this time
IGN
it's
related?
legitimate.
Is that?
Yes, because they put out the
They
hit
put out
piece.
like one day they'll say something horrible about something, and the next day they'll be like, "Oh, it's actually good," you know?
That's what they're doing right now.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I saw. Uh, it's funny we talk about IGN more and more, even though like I'm assuming we don't. I don't really like watch a lot of their stuff, but it just happens to be like I'll just see
I only
like
get their posts on Instagram.
yeah, like that. Actually, that is the main way I see like a thing. I don't follow them, but I just see someone screenshot or something, or like it shows up just because I saw it once.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what are all. There's a lot of games I'm looking at. I'm not sure what games actually were. Why is Pokemon, the TCG, on here?
Pokemon,
Did
running
TCG
past
have something big to have?
criminals.
Playlab, what's this? Uh, oh, that's the publisher. Playlab.
Oh no.
Uh, but yeah, people. I was in and out of it, like the stream, and I was like, this is not. I don't know. I was like, I thought it'd be better, like better like stuff they were gonna present. Like there probably was like
What was it though?
it's just a lot of. Okay, for me, the things I like whenever I hopped back in, it was like a game I never even heard of. But that's not the problem. It's more of like I'll be looking at it and I'm like, nothing is intriguing for me. But I mean, that doesn't happen always. Like for the most part, when it comes to Jeff and a lot of the shows, a lot of stuff does stand out here and there. Like people, uh, so okay, so Black Ops 6, they showed a mission sort of, but not really. They showed like parts of a mission.
Oh, like I didn't watch it.
It was I mean, I it didn't like get me intrigued, but that's not. I'm already intrigued about the game, but like that mission they show, I
No, I
was like,
thought you would be intrigued. You like Cold War.
well, what they showed, nothing about. I was like, I was like, whatever. It sucks. Call of Duty sort of stinks when it comes to showing something off because it doesn't come off like well in my head. I'm like, it better just wait and play the game. Just
I guess.
compared to other games when they can show so like okay, Modern Warfare. Did they show? Uh, I'm trying.
Yeah, they showed the prison mission.
Is that what that was? Okay. Like certain games have like a specific mission, but this one was weird. Like it was like fast forwarding and stuff. I'm like, is that part of the mission? I'm like, what? Sid Meier's Civilization 7. They talked about. I think they showed some stuff. Monster Hunter Wilds and Dune Awakening. I couldn't care less about Dune, mostly because I didn't watch any of it, but I'm surprised how
Isn't
big.
Dune similar to
I'm
the
surprised how
game?
big of a game it is. Like the way
Isn't it
it
like
looked.
Conan Exiles kind of?
Well,
Or Rust?
it's third person, I think.
Yeah, but isn't it like those games where
Like
it's a giant
scavenge and
sandbox
I mean, it could be. I
and the
have to look more
players do
into it.
whatever they want?
It has a lot more money into it than I thought it would for a movie game. You know,
Oh,
who's making it? I forget.
I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
But I'm surprised. Like every movie game you ever played, which if you have, like usually they're crap. But
Yeah.
because let me see. Dune Awakening. Who is making it? Survive, expand, control. Those are the three words. So it's like terrain. Probably you take over. Coming to PC early 2025, Steam, PS5, and Xbox. Yeah, it looks good visually. I will say. I was like, they want you to feel like it's the movie. I'm like,
Huh.
what was the other big announcement? Borderlands 4, which is sad because
I don't really give a shit about Borderlands.
it
Have you seen the
sucks.
movie?
No, but it sucks because, of course, they were hoping for the hype of the movie, which backfired.
The movie sucked.
But
Did we
this,
talk about the movie?
uh, we didn't,
We
we
can't.
didn't.
Never mind. We can't even talk about the movie
Yeah, because
because
I haven't really watched it. Like, I
I thought
think
you said you were gonna watch it though.
I just haven't had the time to go. Usually go with a friend, but
Damn it.
oh wait, that is in the movie. I can watch that. Well, no, I was aliens in the movie.
Or go watch Borderlands.
Oh man, I really want to watch the alien movie.
Go watch
People said it was Return
Borderlands.
to Form. You know, since we haven't had a true, I guess, alien movie since
Yeah, because Ridley Scott's been messing up.
except he's producer or directing this. No, producing this one.
No, no, this is not him.
He's producing it, I think. Yeah.
He's producing or something else, but he's not the
Yes,
director.
but people are still scared.
I
They're
don't think
like,
he's even the writer.
um,
Yeah,
probably
no, he
not.
can't be the writer.
No, because well,
It's
producing
some
is
French guy, right?
yeah, yeah, he took over the mantle. It looks insane, but yeah, Borderlands 4. You know what's why it got me back into. I played Borderlands 2 today. You know
Can't
the
play
games
that
that
shit.
mattered before 3.
I just can't. I can't play.
Well, because people in the comments for like the Borderlands 4 thing, they were like, the people who only knew about like the movie or something like that, they're like, oh, this game probably sucks, and people are like, no, it's just when 3 came out, it all went to hell.
Yeah.
Some people
Uh,
might say the uh the what's that Borderlands game? Re something the
Pre-sequel?
yeah the pre sequel. People said they were like like that one was not bad or good, but it wasn't too like 2 they hit a jackpot for the time like and I guess people are like it's I don't know how woke 3 really was. I hate using that word because it's like it's all over the place. Like people said that's the reason like they don't like that game, and I'm like, really? I'm like, that's a weird. Like, I mean, we played it. It was all right. It was like,
Yeah, I thought it was kind of boring, but
um, but yeah, there's a fourth one which
I mean, I
is
don't really. I mean, let's be
it's
real though. Like,
surprising.
I don't know if it was woke, but like, all I know is like the stuff, like
People said the
stuff that is
jokes.
kind of woke. I mean, it does have I don't know what it's called. Like, it's got
My
a
assumption is people said like that the same type of humor and the way those games felt, that the old ones, it was all gone by the third.
yeah. Instead, it's replaced by
The writing was very
whatever,
different.
like
Yeah,
the stupid writing that they got now,
yeah.
which you see a lot in TV
I'm
shows
surprised.
and stuff like Acolyte.
Yeah, yeah. Borderlands has a weird resurgence ever since three, because from two, I forget the pre-sequel even came out when that happened, but it was a lot of years before three came out. And then um the fact that, well, and Tiny Tina's Adventures or whatever.
I heard that one like people didn't even like.
Yeah, I'm just like that came out too. Um,
I heard the writing like transferred from Borderlands 3 into Tiny Tina's something.
oh, okay.
So I
Yeah, I
mean,
don't know how. I mean,
that's what I
like,
heard.
man, only if Yodi Slayer was alive. If
I
that,
don't get it.
remember that YouTuber Yodi Slayer?
Yeah,
I don't know how he would feel about the Borderlands franchise. He was the biggest
I thought he was
Borderlands player.
COD though. I didn't
He
know
was
he
like,
was part of Borderlands.
he was COD, but he was mostly known for Borderlands. He was a bigger Borderlands YouTuber than COD, and some of his last videos are still up there. His channel's still up. His last like live streams and videos are all Borderlands too.
Was live streaming back then?
Yeah, he was live. He had, I think he had live streams, or he just had long videos. I have to look.
Oh,
Well, I'm talking about like 20. Uh, oh shoot, what year was it? 2012? No, 2014.
correction. I don't think you know what you're talking about. No,
You're
I'm
right. I
joking.
don't remember the year he died, but it was 2010s.
Yeah, it was
Um,
pretty early.
it was. I only remember because Syndicate made a video about it. What else? So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's how I
so
remember.
Borderlands 4, that was an announcement, and people, the joke is that they panned the camera to the audience, and like no one cared. I
Yeah.
was like, oh damn it, they ruined the franchise.
Oh man, see now
uh,
you're saying it too. You're saying it's bad now without giving it a fair shot.
um,
Despicable.
oh, Indiana Jones, they showed more of, and a date,
Do, do,
I
do, do,
think,
do,
December
do,
9th.
do, do.
And the big thing is that PlayStation will also get their hands on this game.
So it's not an Xbox exclusive?
It will come out later though on PlayStation.
Okay.
It's Xbox PC day one, and then they said at the last second they're like, and everyone's actually pretty stoked about it, but with a PS5 version for spring of 2025, which maybe it's like this new era of Xbox. They're like, who knows what theirs are
I think it's
anymore?
because they're losing money, so that's why they
Probably,
don't.
yeah. We can't control everything.
I don't
Uh
know. I mean,
oh, Goat Simulator remastered, which is a weird one because they have like
I
how
never
many?
really played much of Goat
Don't they have like
Simulator.
four of them or three
There's a lot.
or maybe more than that? Yeah. I'm trying to think. What other big game did they? I'm trying to see if there's another like gigantic game. Um, well, there's that Dune. Oh, they're calling it a open world survival MMO set in the Dune
Yeah,
universe. Yeah, okay.
like Rust.
Yeah, Survivor to Spice Hunter. Players will expand their influence on Arrakis through combat, spice building, and trade when Dune arrives in 2025 on PC, and PS5 and Xbox versions are due later.
Yeah, it's
It's
like Conan
surprised.
Exiles
Okay,
and
I'll say this: it surprisingly looks so much better than I thought a movie game would ever be. Like, I would love to see more, like more gameplay of it. They barely have a lot. I mean, they have gameplay, but I need more. um,
yeah.
there's some other stuff, but nothing big. Oh, Marvel Rivals gets a launch date, December 6th.
Maybe we should try that out when it comes out.
Oh yeah, it hasn't
I'll
come
go
out
play
yet.
that because there's Venom in there, so
Like
that's
every,
the only reason I
it's like
play
any
it.
game we
If Venom
play.
was not in there, I would not give a
It's
shit.
like any
If
game we play. If there's a certain character you like, you'll just
there's
down.
something I like, then I'll give it a shot. If it's not in there, then I just don't give a shit, and this game sucks.
um, Starfield had more content, I guess, shown.
Star what?
The Starfield had more content shown. It's called a Rev 8 land vehicle in the new DLC.
Oh, car.
Yeah, free car update.
A free car
Yeah, the free Rev 8 update gives
in
players
space.
the free.
Oh
They showed
yeah.
gameplay of Batman Arkham Shadow, which looks interesting.
What? You're saying it looks interesting? I thought you were shitting on it.
Because it's a VR game, I would prefer
Do,
an
do,
actual game.
do.
One of the bigger news is that there's a new Albion game, Masters of Albion, which is insane.
Completely forgot about Albion.
I know. It'll tap into. It talks about what it'll be a. Let me see.
Wait. Go back to the Batman. So what? How is it? Is like first person, third
It's
person?
first person because it's VR. Yeah.
Okay, and
With
what? Like
the
you
Al-
get to actually punch or something? Like
yeah. Throw battering punch.
oh, so do you have to like actually fight like Batman
I
or
think.
what? Is it like Skyrim VR or is it like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like Skyrim VR? So do you
I
think it'll be as good as Skyrim VR?
I haven't seen a lot of Skyrim VR,
Is it gonna
but
be like Arkham, like an Arkham game but VR
well,
and like instead of like like
wait,
the
is that
Arkham
VR
combat,
a mod or is that a real game?
it's a real game.
Okay, whenever I see it, I always thought it was. Well, I'm guessing you can mod it as well.
Yeah, you can mod it.
Okay, because don't people do like AI stuff with that? Like
Yeah,
they make everyone have AI dialogues, and
yeah,
they
that's
just
pretty
bring
cool.
people up, and
I
they
kind of
just
want to
like,
try that
"How do
out
you
one
feel
day.
about Trump?" They're like,
Yeah, and then somehow they know about it. It's
"That's a
just
little scary."
interesting.
Oh,
That's pretty
when
funny.
a Skyrim person knows, I'm like, I don't need this old guy telling me how
Yeah, when
things
you go to
are.
Windhelm and they're like,
This is how.
what's Donald Trump doing? Yeah.
But yeah, it's you can fight, punch,
So
block.
you actually have to fight. You actually legit.
Yeah, like you know how in the game, like yeah, you can block, counter, just like and the famous
But like
stealth.
when you counter, it's not like you press a button and counter. It's like you have to literally move your hand to counter, or
Let's
what?
see, let's
Like
see.
you have to know jujitsu and shit,
Well,
or
you might have to press a button, but I can't tell based on the gameplay.
how
But
does that work?
well, like okay, so the
I
counter,
think
like
they should go full
you
on.
have.
You are Batman. If you don't know how to fight, you're screwed.
Well, no one can be Batman. That's why he's a mythological creature of the
Well,
night.
that's the thing. That's why you gotta try to. No, I don't believe you. Have you seen all those posts on Instagram and everyone's like, "I'm Batman. I'm Batman. The reason why I haven't been answering your text is I'm Batman."
I have not
I
seen
don't. I
any of
don't believe you,
those.
man. I think they should just literally just throw the gloves off. If you can do it, if you can fight like Batman, then you can play the game. But if you can't, you're screwed. I think that's how it should be, man.
Uh,
If you can't like tumble over your enemies and literally like break their
Holy
back
crap!
and disable them, then you don't deserve to play. What's this game called? Arkham what?
Arkham Shadow.
Arkham Shadow.
I will
Okay.
say this: I have more faith in this game because I saw a conversation with the director of the game, and he is like an adamant like faith, like he cares a lot about those Arkham games, like a lot, and
Oh
he's like
my god.
and like he talked in depth about what makes this game like how this game would feel for anyone coming from that playing that game.
You are
And
Batman.
well, yeah, basically. But he said he cared. It's like a like a child to him. Like this, I care. He was like, I care about this project more than anything, type of feeling. And I was like, oh man. So we got a guy that knows, like someone that cares compared to the new Rocksteady that
Oh my god. You
went
you
to
you
the.
you you've gone full 180.
Well, that's me every day on this pod, every week on this podcast. There
You
hasn't been
went
one
from
point of view I had
uh,
that hasn't changed.
you,
Just give me
you
a
went
week and it'll
from
change.
you went from saying like Suicide Squad doesn't look that bad to saying Suicide Squad sucks.
I think it was just what's the word? I was in denial.
Yeah. And then you went from saying, "Man, this game, I don't even care about it. Like, why did they make a VR game?" And then And then you're like, hey, this actually looks okay. Oh,
Yeah, just ask me something and see what happens next week if you bring it up again.
oh man, that's crazy.
I mean, I think that's what makes these conversations interesting is that I guess there's no truth to what I'm saying.
Yeah, anything goes.
Yeah,
One
you're
day
you're
he
adamant
likes
on
it, the other
something.
day he
Yeah,
hates it,
you're
one day
100%
he
adamant on
doesn't get it,
something.
the next day he's an expert. Yep.
Isn't
Oh
that the
man.
fun?
I don't know if it's fun, but it is something.
Oh, there's a
It is a
Netflix
dynamic.
Squid game.
The game that was real,
Yeah, official announcement.
bro. I don't care
Oh,
about that
and there
game.
is a Squid Game season 2, but I've never finished season 1.
I don't really care about Squid Game.
I hope it wasn't spoiled with Mr. Beast's version.
Oh, well, no, I just don't really care about
It
that
was. I
franchise.
mean,
It was alright.
I watch Korean
It's
stuff,
not like
but it lost my attention after the first episode.
I don't think it's anything like crazy like everyone else has been saying
I
though.
think
But
it's
that's just
crazy
my
for the mass
opinion.
audience because they're not used to these like everything coming out of Korea is insane. Like that's
I
just how they it that mindset of filmmaking. Here we don't make things like that. I mean, for a while we it's not that type of entertainment, but people were just waiting for the day to see just people die.
huh.
Um, that was the biggest stuff at Gamescom. You assume things are bigger, but maybe Gamescom is I don't know.
What's the
The summer games are more fun than Gamescom to be honest.
wait, does the Summer Game Awards already happen?
Uh,
When's that?
I don't know why I thought that happened already. Summer Game Awards.
Did we miss that?
Summer Game Fest. Isn't that what it's
Oh
called, right? Yeah.
no, I thought it was awards.
No, well, no, they only do the awards at the end of the year. I think Summer Game Fest
Oh
is
yeah,
earlier.
never mind. Yeah, you're right. Summer Game Fest.
Uh, it was June 7th to June 10th.
Did
All
we
right,
miss that or did we cover that?
we it was in June, so um,
Oh wait, was that the one with the Persona looking games?
it might have been wait, Summer Game Fest. Oh shoot, I put Gay Fest.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Well, there goes your ad. Like your ads are gonna be weird now, man.
It's alright, I'm on a private browser. I'm on a torrent.
Oh man.
uh,
Oh man.
uh,
There goes him.
have you watched anything new in the last week?
No.
There goes that conversation.
I'm not a
uh,
movies guy, man.
unless you're watching with someone else.
No, I have to be forced into watching something.
Um, did you have a football game you watched last week? You said.
Hell yeah.
Wait, the
The
same day.
Eagles
Thursday. It was Thursday.
season. What?
Was it Thursday or?
Yeah, Thursday.
Oh, okay. You still got on relatively early.
The Eagles won
What was it? Isn't it pregame, right?
preseason,
I mean,
yeah.
pre yeah. Who were they up against?
Patriots.
Oh, that's interesting. Have you ever been to a football game?
No.
Would you go to one,
Yeah,
or
if
do
it
you
was the
think?
Eagles.
I don't. I don't know if I'll have fun at an actual football game.
I think you'll have fun if you go outside. I'm sorry because like that's apparently how you are with movies. There's your
Oh,
content.
I thought you were. I don't know why. That just felt like the biggest like dig in the yourself.
Why you wanted to be a dick? I'll take it back. I'll go in more.
No, as like just go outside in general or something.
Or you just go outside and touch some grass. You'll probably enjoy it
Yeah,
like a
you'll enjoy
cow.
that as much as going
Moo,
to a.
moo.
I'm only yeah, because I mean I probably won't be paying attention as much to the game if I'm in that environment because a lot going on, depending on where you're sitting and all that stuff.
I
But
don't know.
if
I
you're at a
just want the
baseball
Angels to
game,
win.
all you can do is just watch the baseball game. At the other games, it feels like a lot more is happening in the stands and the type of
What?
fights, the type of it's just because you're in a gigantic field in a stadium. It's like plus where you're looking might be hard. Like I've only been to a couple different sports games and I've seen an MMA match, which I would definitely go to again. Those are fun. It wasn't UFC, but it was MMA. It was one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life. And then I met the UFC legend, Matt Serra. One of the best days ever. At the time, I didn't know what the hell was happening. I was young. I was like, "Who the hell is this guy?"
Uh,
I was like, "His arm's bigger than my head." I was like, I was like, "What the hell is happening?" Um, I guess we could talk about. Well, there's not a lot to talk about of uh the DNC that's happening.
I didn't even watch that.
That's what I meant because I've only seen clips. I don't have the. It's not that I don't have
Isn't
the
it?
time.
It's still going on as
Yes,
we
it's the
speak,
weekend. It's
right?
the not the week. What's wrong? It's the till the till Friday, Thursday,
Isn't
Friday.
the RNC like only like one day though?
No, the RNC was 4 days.
I don't remember anything
Trump only
after the
came out
fifth
like the
day.
last day.
Oh,
Um, or second to last day he came in, and then he came in the last day, and then this one though, Kamala and Biden came out day one.
who?
Kamala Harris and Biden. Yeah, Biden. Who I get it.
I mean, no shit, they're gonna show
No,
up
I was
like
surprised they showed up day one though.
day one. I mean, what else are they gonna do?
Well, because Trump came the last day.
Yeah, but
I know this
I
is
mean, I
different
guess like
because
Trump has to actually run well.
yes, well, okay. Here's the weird thing. The DNC feels weird only because you know the whole time everyone felt like it was under assumption that Kamala was already their nominee when
Yeah.
you have to wait till the DNC until like an official nominee is picked.
Oh, yeah. What,
Uh,
really?
I don't know who else was running at the time or who else was trying to run to be the nominee
Yeah, I thought like
because
no one was running.
I don't think there was anyone by the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, like what didn't like Biden even fully endorse Kamala
Well,
Harris?
yes, he endorsed her, but that doesn't, that doesn't automatically mean she's the nominee though.
Oh.
Like she's not like it's
I
one
think
thing.
everyone knew like even like
Yes, everyone
logically though, it
you
had to be
assume,
her
yeah, but
because
there's
no one
still
else had
a
any setup.
there's still a way of going about things. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, like the bureaucracy behind it, like the process.
Well, yeah, it's just it it.
I mean, okay, yeah, I get that, but like, what else are they gonna say?
I know. It's just it just it felt weird when like the, you
Oh,
know.
when they actually announced like the official.
Well, I don't know if they announced it day one, but basically everyone in attendance, is there for her. Like she is the nominee at this point because there is no one else.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying beforehand the whole time they were talking under the assumption she was already the nominee, and I'm like, I get it. There was no one else for the last month or whatever. last month. Uh, but something like that's whatever. But it's one thing if Biden stepped down and then she became the president, and then from there she would have to run. Uh, or she would have to. Well, that'd be interesting if he stepped down and she was only there for a couple months.
Yo,
She,
wait. Okay. Heads up. There may. What's it called? My PC may shut down, and I may be out of the call for a bit.
okay then. Why are
But
you
yeah,
like?
yeah.
Is it
What were you saying?
restarting or something?
Wait, what were you saying?
Is it like? Is it automatic restart?
No.
Uh, okay then.
Mind your own damn business,
I'm
Kamala.
just. Whoa, she doesn't even. There's no barriers for her. There's no.
But yeah, what were you saying?
Uh oh, so they talked. I barely listened to it. Uh, the second day is more interesting because the Obamas were there.
Obama.
Care.
Yeah. So what's
They
going on with them?
Michelle had she spoke first. Um, it's funny because people were under the assumption she could be running, but she never ran. So she never.
I'm gonna tell you right now, there's no way she's winning.
Well, no, she's not running.
Especially with people in our like our age, like our oh wait, our our thing, like you know,
Yeah. Get
everyone remembered
you.
her for the food.
We'll never forget.
Everyone remembered her for the food.
I'm gonna be honest. That is the funniest thing. You look on their White House thing or whatever, or like their Wikipedia, known for destroying the food and destroy the food for school.
Like, yeah, there's just no way.
I
There's just
think
no
she
way.
has other you know, things that she would probably present just than that. She's not running on school lunches.
I
But
mean, yeah, but I don't think anyone's gonna forgive her for her literally messing up our entire lunch. Like,
I had good days in high school.
our lunch sucks.
I mean, it irrevocably altered the way school lunches are. Yeah.
Like, what's it called? I immediately thought of that, and then like
Well,
the
here's the thing.
videos were then slowly following in. They're like, yeah, like everyone's like, bro, I'll never forgive her for fucking up our
Well, the
lunch.
thing is, she is not running at all. She's just endorsing,
Yeah,
you know, Kamala and them. Uh, which is weird because it's like
we
always
already
back.
knew that, but like,
It's always back and forth with these people. Like they were all for Biden, and then they meet. Well, I guess they have. They don't have to, but it
they
looks
have to
good.
because it's in the party's interest.
Yeah, but why are they so like? I don't even know what they're doing nowadays. Like the Obamas in general, like when it comes to politics. But I don't
I
know.
don't even know either.
That's what I'm saying. Like they show up because
Like
he's.
normally, like before Obama, the normal like what's it called? After you're done your presidency, you just shut up.
You
Until
are
Jimmy Carter, now
you.
Jimmy Carter came out and endorsed her too.
The fact that he's still around.
So now like I don't know. The tradition back then was like once your presidency is over, you just never get back into it. Like you just shut up.
You do stay on the cat or a like a council. Like you do get informed though for the next
You get
president.
informed, but you don't really give your input or anything.
I
You don't even like
Trump was
it's
talking.
unlike what's it called? It's unlike what Obama's been doing, how like they're
Yes,
always
yeah.
referencing him, they're always going asking him and he's
Well,
always making like
they
public
reference him
announcements.
for a lot of different reasons.
Like what's it called? Like like George Bush, nobody here heard from him.
Yeah,
You
for
see him at some meetings and he gives some speeches here and there,
he shows up
but he's
here and there. Yeah.
not to the extent that Obama shows
No,
up.
no, he's
He's
busy on
not giving
his. He's
out
on
like
his
he's not
ranch.
saying, "Hey, do this. I believe in this." He's not you know, running, like he's not supporting his party like
No, no.
Obama is. So like,
Yeah, it's
and plus they usually what they move out of the DC area, right? So they just hang it up. But no, I'm pretty sure Obama lives in
I
DC.
think they still
So
live in DC. Yeah.
no, no, there was a thing where like they completely drop it. Like they don't get into government. They don't really do. They'll probably do something with government, but they don't. They don't go in the public.
No, no, I thought I meant I thought they.
Yeah, but they also move out. Like they move out of DC. Like you always see presidents moving to some other like
Yeah, yeah,
state.
yeah. But I
They
thought
don't live in
they've
DC
always.
after the White House.
Oh, okay. No, no, I meant like I thought they actually lived in DC, not in the house, but
No, no, no.
oh,
They
okay.
after the presidency,
Yeah, I swear
the
Obama said
tradition
he.
is after the presidency, no, they go and live somewhere far away because you don't want to be near the White House at all.
Well, I guess you don't want to for multiple reasons, like especially since
The entire point is the spotlight is no longer on you.
yeah.
Like
Well,
your
except
time is over. You did your
the
service.
irony is,
You move on.
when it comes to Obama, though, people still talk about. He's still
That's
there.
the thing, and he still plays with them. He's
Yeah,
still in the scene.
maybe because he's still relatively young and he's willing to
That
partake
doesn't
in.
even matter. Like that doesn't like
I meant I.
the tradition back then. It's just it's a breaking of tradition. That's all it is.
Oh my god, you remember that? This is a side tangent. Remember DPJ?
Yeah.
I don't know why one of his videos just popped up in my my
The
YouTube.
fuck? How are we gonna go from talking about presidencies to DPJ?
Because you're with me, man. You're
That is the most random thing to bring up. I'm talking
I'm
about
so
the traditions of presidency and like how they move out of DC after their terms are over.
I
And now
swear
you're like, remember
Obama lives in.
DPG,
Wait,
DPJ? Like,
Obama uh lives. Let's see. Maybe you can't even look this up. You'll get raided or something.
you'll probably get put on a blacklist.
Hey, that's racist.
Yeah, they bought a house in DC. They live in DC.
Thank God no one heard that.
But if you look up every other president, they live
Yeah, every other
in other
president. Yeah.
states.
Oh, well, I think one of his row or lived in was on sale in 2023 for 1.3 million.
What are you talking about? What?
He had a wait. Let me see. No, after leaving the White House in 2017, the Obamas purchased an 8.1 million dollar mansion in Washington D.C.'s exclusive
Yeah,
Colorama
see?
neighborhood. They currently reside in this property, which is located near their former home at the White House.
They live near the, yeah, they live in DC. Near the
Yeah.
White House, too. Wow.
The neighborhood is home to several politicians, diplomats, and wealthy individuals, including Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner, as well as Rex Tillerson. Uh, yeah, that's interesting. I would never want to live in DC.
Uh,
I mean, I like being in that city on vacation, but uh, I don't know how well. I mean, of course, there's good parts, especially where he is. But uh, man, I don't know how I feel about this election year.
I just don't really care.
Do you know
I only want World War
do you
Three.
know the
That's it.
comedian Theo Von?
Yeah, I
He
don't really watch them, but I
he
know.
had Donald Trump on his podcast yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, and it was maybe one of my favorite interviews I ever had with Donald Trump
Right.
because it was very down to earth, and they were just talking about just normal things, which I always like to hear from like people high up. They just talking like a normal person, and they barely got into. They had political things they talked about, of course, because he is running, but they brought up like Theo, like with drugs and stuff, and how he brought up his brother Donald, Fred, and his
Oh
life,
yeah. How
and
he drinks?
yeah, well, how he did. He's dead now, but
Yeah.
uh, and they just talked back and forth about because Theo is in a 12 step, and Donald's just asking him like questions, and he was like, well, I started. He's like, how'd you get it, George? Well, and Theo's like, well, I started with cocaine. He was like, and Donald's like, oh, that's pretty hefty, isn't that pretty? That's what I've heard. It's like, it just makes me chuckle. Like it's just I don't know why. Converse like the fact Theo Vaughn is the only guest, which is sorry, the only podcaster. Uh, which it's a joke because it's funny how it's real. How he would have like a very famous, like important person on one week, and then the next week he has a bus driver on.
Ah,
He'll interview anyone, and he had two podcasts ago within the same week or whatever. Bernie Sanders.
really?
Yeah, and he was telling Donald Trump he just had Bernie Sanders. He's like, oh, you had Bernie, huh? And he was just he's like, yes, I did. He's like, yes. And Donald Trump was like, he's a respectable guy. Yeah, he's smart. You know who isn't though, compared to is Joe Biden. It's like Bernie has it all up there, while Sleepy Joe does not. It's just, oh
Man,
man,
like yeah, the past couple months has been just a roller coaster when it comes to American politics.
it's also just good to see Donald Trump on podcasts, like any.
Yeah, it is pretty weird to see a president just on a podcast in
Yeah, just
general.
just talking, just talking the shit. I'm like,
Wait, wasn't Obama on Joe Rogan at one point?
no, no, Obama,
Really?
no.
Was any president on Joe Rogan? Oh wait, no, you're wait, never mind. Oh
No.
fuck, can't believe I thought. Never
Oh
mind. He
well,
was on those talk shows. Never mind.
the only close, well, not even he had RFK Jr., but you know,
Oh yeah,
He
yeah,
is
yeah.
technically running. He's not president, but
What do you mean he is running?
it's hard to feel like he is because almost like
Bro, he is running. I can't
yes,
believe you
but
do the man a disservice by
he's
saying he's technically. He is running.
not on any ballots.
He's in my ballot.
What I'm saying is you can run all day, but if you're not on the ballot, no one can pick him.
We will pick him.
I, I mean, like,
Or better yet, they should pick me for president. Why are you laughing?
because the first thing you're going to do as president is something I'm not going to like.
What? You're not gonna what?
I'm not going to like the first things you're going
You're
to
not
do.
gonna like what I do as president? What do you mean? You
I
don't even know what I'm gonna do.
Okay, let me know the first thing as president, your first executive order.
My first Why do I gotta do executive order immediately?
Because now it's a precedent.
Now it's a precedent. How about that? How about I don't do an executive order?
I don't. Maybe people like you. I don't know. Maybe people like.
I mean, I don't know. You tell me, because apparently you don't like me, because I'm gonna.
I
You
didn't
think I'm
say
gonna
I
do an
don't like
executive
you.
order, and on top of that, you think I'm gonna be doing a bad executive order. So you tell me.
Because you said
All right.
months ago, like if you were president, the first things you would do, and you were like immediately go to war or something like that. You were like,
I said that.
I know for certain you were like, we are going to war. You're like,
Are you sure? Are you for certain? Because it doesn't sound like you're for certain.
because I don't remember which podcast, but I know for
Oh,
certain
so
we
you don't
talked about it.
remember. So
I know for
where
certain
is
we
it?
talked.
Are you for certain or you don't remember? Or are you for certain you don't remember? What's going on here?
I am certain you said that. I just don't know which podcast because we
Which
do them.
podcast?
Yeah, it was early on. You
What did I
definitely
say?
said you're like, if I'm president, like I'm going to war. I don't remember anything else, but I remember war was in your sentence.
Guess what? I guess I gotta go through with it now.
Oh my! Because am I
I guess
your
I gotta follow through with
am
it.
I in your
I'm a man
cabinet?
of my word.
Am I your secretary of war?
No, but I mean, hey, it's out there. If I get voted, that means that's what the people want.
Do people actually want war though?
If they want more,
Not war.
don't
I
vote
said
for me.
war.
They want if they want more,
I
they'll
said
vote for me.
war.
All right, America. If you want more, if you want more than what life has in offer for you right now,
To offer.
vote for me. All right,
Not in offer.
I'll give you more. I'll give us all more.
That means nothing.
That means nothing.
That
How do
is
you
the
know it means nothing?
because that's the most
I want you to
shady.
tell me what it means something.
That's the most shady, like rainbowed,
Shady rainbow? What?
no umbrellaed term. Like
Umbrella?
I'll give you more. More
I'll
what?
give you more. I'll give you more. What? It's better than Kamala Harris's. We're not going back. Going back to what? Going back to what? We're not going. What do they mean? We're not going back. Going back to what?
If she
What
was
do you
president,
mean?
I would love
We're
to see
going
what
back to pre-COVID.
I would love to see
We're
what
like,
she says as president, though if she was president. I mean,
wait, what?
it would be the most ridiculous. Like we had Joe Biden, which we know his spiel, but
His was built back better. And how's that been going?
well, I meant the way he talked about anything, and then
Well, but like, what do they mean when they say
they don't know what
we're
they
not
mean. They're
going
just
back?
going against Trump.
What does it mean? What we're not going back? Going back to what? Going back to $1 gas or something? We're not going back to that. What do you mean we're not going back to? Going back to 2012, man. You know how many people out there want to go back to something? What do they mean by we're not going back?
What was that interview where she said just don't?
I don't even know what. Yeah, like
They were like, what was your answer for this type of just don't? It's just,
what is going on?
they don't know how to do sentences. I don't know how to do one either, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, like every time I hear them, I mean, unless maybe it's my fault too, because I skim through a lot of stuff. But all I hear is they're just saying the line, "We're not going back. We are not going back. Going back to what?
This reminds me of me getting
Going
mad
back to good times?
this reminds me of me getting mad at John when we were playing 76.
Oh, but like going back to what though? Like, what is it?
I I guess under the supposed Donald Trump reign. and whatever happened under those 4 years.
Is it supposed to be like, man, what even happened in those 4 years?
I
I
don't know
don't know.
why. I don't see what these Democrats see in regards to Trump's 4 years. Like, what was happening in their lives in those 4 years, where they felt like it was like commie or like pure hell, like tyranny. Like, I don't
I
know
don't
what the
know.
hell happened in those 4 years to make them think
I don't think
it's.
anyone was really awake for the past 4 years.
Well, no, not the past 4 years, but the 4 years
I'm
before.
gonna be honest. I don't think anyone was awake post 2016.
I, because
What even happened post
what I'm saying
2016?
is, when they say these things, like
We're
they
not
act
going
like
back.
it was the scariest 4 years of America, and I'm like, what? I'm like,
Yeah, actually, yeah, it's pretty interesting because I
I
mean
don't know
now,
what
like,
happened in these people's lives. I'm like,
I can't really remember anything. I mean, aside from like COVID and then the riots and
well, that's
all,
at
you
the
know,
end, but
that's at the end of it all. But I mean, besides that, I mean,
I
and
think it
then
was
like
pretty okay. I
the
don't know.
capital T. Yeah, I mean, like before that, I mean,
It
everything
was
was
pretty,
relatively
you know.
calm.
That's the best. I think it was calm, to be honest.
Yeah, what even happened? I think it was too calm, in my opinion. It
And
was
maybe
pretty
they didn't
boring.
like it. They were like, we need to rile people up. Ironically,
I just don't understand what was going on. Like, we're not going back. Going back to what? Going back to what?
it's funny. I wonder, after these next 4 years, whoever becomes president, like, what other candidate will be like? It would hopefully be a new person altogether. But
I think it should be me,
okay, what would you actually do then?
bro. I'm gonna do what we should have done a long time ago. We're gonna take over the Middle East, bro. I don't know why we pulled out. We should have finished. All right. We should have never gave up all of our weapons, our vehicles. We should have never left them there. And you know what? First day of president, I'm gonna go back over there and get it back.
That's gonna be the funniest footage ever.
Bro, I'm gonna go with the first fleet. We're gonna go straight over there. I'm gonna be there at the first FOB. We're gonna set up bases all over again. We're gonna take our stuff back. We're gonna take it back. Take it back, alright?
Take back what's mine.
We're gonna take back what is all of ours. We paid for that stuff in tax dollars, okay? In tax money. And now we gave it to the Taliban, right? The Taliban took it over, so we're gonna take it back. We're gonna take it back. Ladies and gentlemen, vote for me and I'll take it back. All right.
Then
And we're
what?
gonna we're gonna
Then what
finish it.
next?
We're gonna finish it, all right?
What does that mean, Mister? Or
I'll tell you what it means. We're gonna establish a proxy country inside the Middle East,
oh my
similar
god!
to Israel. It will be fully funded, and
By what? Who? Where?
by us. Who else? What you want the EU to get a piece of this pie? The Middle East is a giant wild west. We're
Show.
going to go in there. We're going to become as imperialistic as ever. We're going to take it over. We're going to use its resources for our people, for our profits, for our benefit. All
Should we
right.
just make it a wasteland?
Choose make it a wasteland, and then what? And then what? Huh? How are you
Peace.
going to get the natural resources by making it a wasteland? You know
Oh,
what the definition of a wasteland is? Huh? Well, you're trying to screw us over here? Get out of here, man. You're unprepared. You're incompetent. You're the worst interviewer ever. Get out of here. Get this man out of here. I'm done.
what are you talking about? I'm not even part of
I'm
anybody's.
done.
I
All
just
right.
came here to.
You're asking me ridiculous questions that you, frankly, no, you don't ask anyone else. You can't be serious here. Like a wasteland? What are we gonna do? Come on. If you are serious, what are we gonna do with a wasteland?
We
Exactly. I'm
we
gonna stop
can
you right
we can
there.
sing
Nothing.
the
All right.
Linkin Park
I'll
song.
save you some time and some breath and some energy. Okay. Nothing. Nothing. A wasteland gets us nothing.
Okay,
Okay.
what are you gonna
We're
do
gonna go
after
in the
taking
Middle
it
East. We're gonna
over?
take it over.
Then what? What about America?
I'm gonna establish a new state inside the Middle East.
What are you gonna call it?
Regardless,
Regardless? That's an interesting statement.
I'm gonna have the Secret Service take you out.
Why not you? You bet. You're a man, right?
You're right.
You're the country's the old-fashioned
I'm
way.
gonna strangle you right here, right?
Come here, buddy. If a president ever jumped into a crowd of reporters, like a
Yeah.
WWE match,
What do you even say? All right, next topic. What's happening here?
that's the best topic. What are you talking about? Let's see. This might be an early one. It's not a lot happening this week.
Oh, what about that Wukong stuff?
Oh, I thought you meant the Warframe. I okay, yeah. So let's talk about. I don't know anything about the controversy or the
Well, let's bring up the IGN post.
sure. Wukong, black guy. Let me see. IGN.
I don't even remember anything about that guy in there. It's
Oh,
just,
sorry, Black Myth.
oh, so
Uh,
you can make that joke, but when I was saying black guy retribution, you're like, that's not funny.
no, you said before you said something about Obama and something black, and I made a joke.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you rolled it.
What did I say about Obama?
No, we were talking about Obama, and you said a term like it's a black something. I forget what it was, and I just made a joke. It was a dumb joke. It doesn't matter.
What are you even talking
It
about?
it doesn't matter because you didn't hear it. So or you must have heard it. I spoke it, but whatever. Okay.
What are you talking about?
Is this the review we're talking about? The IGN review
It was the here.
by Mitchell Zaltzman.
Is that the one? It was I might have to open up Instagram. Open up Instagram and go to I think it's like the it's one of their posts, the recent post from the oh
Okay, let me check Instagram.
oh here. Black Myth Wukong marketing team offers content creators a Steam key, but bans feminist propaganda and all talk of COVID.
Now, was this
That's the
on
one
IGN
I
itself
saw.
or was it a?
Yeah. It's an article on IGN.com, and IGN on Instagram even posted a thing about it.
Let me
So
see if this is latest. Let me
yeah, it
see.
should be like the second to last. It's like one of the recent Wukong posts.
Okay, let me see this. Let's see. Game Scoop to Black. No. Let me look on Instagram. You said it was recent.
Yeah, that's
I'm trying to.
that's
I'm
why
trying to
everyone's
look.
talking about it now.
6 tips for beginners. No, I don't. Is it like a story or is it a?
It's literally an IGN post.
I'm. I don't see it in the recent ones.
Did they delete it?
Um. Yeah, I don't see one yet.
Oh my fucking god! Here,
Or maybe I'm on the wrong IGN account.
IGN.com.
Yeah, I'm on that. Let me type it up.
Yeah, here. Black Myth Wukong team offers content creators Steam keys but bans feminist propaganda and
Yeah, I don't
all
see that.
COVID talk. It was from 3 days ago.
Let me do it on PC so I can check that out.
I sent it to you on this feed,
Yeah,
but
no, I
it's,
meant
I mean, it's basically a shortened version of this article. We'll have to read this article though. So I guess we'll just be basically read it. I mean, I didn't watch any. I only understand like small part of it, but I think majorly we're going to be reinvestigating this for ourselves.
is it the Black Men Wukong guidelines ask content creators not to discuss feminist propaganda, COVID, and more? Okay.
I don't know about that. I'm looking at the one by
This is on. I was on
Wesley
Gamespot.com.
Yinpo. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. It seems like I've seen a guy talk about it. It's
Haley
like
Williams.
all the news, the gaming journalist news outlets are like
Freaking wait.
congregating on this.
Paramore wrote this.
Ooh,
Haley. It says by Haley Williams. This article. That's the singer of Paramore. Okay. Let's see. So there's actual screenshots of
so
uh
what's going on?
okay. The marketing team behind Black Myth Wukong has asked streamers covering the game to avoid mentioning topics including feminist propaganda, COVID-19, and China's game industry policies, multiple reports have revealed. Was that
Wait,
a
you're reading this on what?
GameSpot? Unless you have a better one.
I thought the original stuff came from IGN.
I'm trying to find that. I know you sent it to me, but I'm trying to find the actual thing on their actual website.
Yeah, just type in Wukong IGN.
I did, but it doesn't show up the.
What the? How
It
are you
only
not
shows up the
getting any of
review
these
for
articles?
IGN. Let me look it up. Okay, I found the IGN one. It's exactly the same wording. Oh no, there's more to it though. Okay. The email, which hit social media after it was sent to a number of content creators by a representative of Chinese games company Hero Games, was verified by IGN over the weekend via a source who asked not to be named. It includes a Steam key to pre-download the game on PC ahead of the release date of August 20th, and a link to a Google document that outlines the do's and don'ts for content creators who intend to cover the game during its August launch period. Uh, and it showcases. So there's one entry in the do's category, enjoy the game. However, there are 5 entries in the don'ts category, reproduced below. So do not
Do not insult other
influencers or
influencers or
players.
players.
Do
Yeah,
not use
you
any
read.
offensive language or humor. Do not include politics, violence, nudity, feminist propaganda, fetishization, and other content that instigates negative discourse. Do not use trigger words such as quarantine or isolation or COVID-19. Do not discuss content related to China's game industry policies, opinions, news, etc. Pretty weird, but
Huh.
after we're done with this discussion, I have one that's very similar. That was brought
Interesting,
to my
interesting.
attention. But okay, let's keep going. Um, So while some of them are standard across many content creator agreements, like offensive language and stuff like that, some are not. Like so, asking content creators not to include feminist propaganda mentioned or mention COVID or discuss China's game industry policies, for example, are unusual requests and have already been criticized by some on social media in the context of previous reporting on Shenzhen, China-based developer Game Science. Um, let's see. They don't have a response yet. That the people who put out the the Google Doc thing to say you do's and do nots.
Is there anything more to this?
Not yet. They haven't responded. Game Science has not responded. Well, that is pretty weird. I won't lie to you. Uh, this reminded me of.
Oh, wait, look at the comments.
Oh yeah,
I didn't even know they had comments.
free speech advocates are weirdly happy about this.
Huh.
Finally, a game without woke propaganda. Why do people think that? Just because, but that's different. The game propaganda is different from you talk. Like they're saying, the individual talking cannot talk about these subjects.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then And then somehow like it links to another game journalist. What's her name? Maybe I should mention the name, but it's gotta be.
Let's see.
Oh, how Black Myth Wukong's developers' history of sexism is complicating its journey to the West. So I think this is the article. Yeah, this is the another article, which this was written back in November 20th, 2023. Uh, I think what's going on here is people are pointing out how that email might be a response to this IGN article. And the recent thing is what like well, since this was written like what almost like a year ago now, they
Yeah.
point out how she didn't even play the game and she's already like what's it called? She's already like complaining about things about it.
Oh wow.
How I think one of the arguments was like there's like no women in the game.
That's dumb. Man, people care about this so much.
Yeah, let me see. I think like recently, but then like it got into something here. You gotta probably find the it got to something about I found out like it was a mistranslation.
Oh,
Something was a mistranslation and what's it called?
like they all are.
Something was like a mistranslation and the guy wasn't being sexist at all or something, and then but then like instead of like apologizing about it, like they doubled down. Here, let me what are you looking at right now?
I was I had my article I had about a similar situation. I was putting that up while you were talking about it because um actually I'll just talk about it now. It's pretty quick. Um
Actually, anyway, this is probably okay. The more I think about it, I think that email literally was because this entire article about the game was talking about yeah. Well, I mean, the title is "How Black Myth Wukong's Developers' History of Sexism is Complicating His Journey to the West." A headless bard strumming on a three-string instrument called the Sangxian sits leisurely on an exposed root of a great gnarled tree, seemingly blah 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 blah. Blah. So,
that's sexist somehow.
here for an indie studio that only released mobile titles within the country. Here. But beneath the luster of the Souls-like is a studio plagued by claims of sexism. Several posts have surfaced from Chinese social media, such as Weibo,
Are you talking about
written by individuals
sexism in the company or in the games?
in the company,
Oh, okay.
written by individuals from the studio that contain multiple references to genitalia and sexual innuendos. These have provoked a backlash among some in the games community, many of whom are women. This was coupled by recruitment posters by the studio produced in 2015, which featured images and headlines that point to a culture of ingrained sexism in game science. IGN spoke to several women familiar with gaming culture as well as the games and technology industry in China, many of whom requested to be anonymous or for fear of backlash from fans of game science and the broader games community. In the eyes of many female players, game science has notably has a notably negative reputation, said Jen Pseudonym, a Chinese games designer who's now based outside of China. I admire their dedication and work. I had high expectations for their game until I came across their misogynistic remarks around 2021, which was reported in the news. IGN reached out to Game Science ahead of the publication of this article, but the studio did not respond to a request for comment on any of the allegations. So I think it's safe to assume that the feminist propaganda thing remark was like a direct reply to this, or a result of from this.
How many companies are being revealed to not be good workspace?
And that's in every single company. I mean, Bungie's also,
I know,
you
but why now that
know,
every goddamn company is being revealed though? Like to be that bad. It's crazy. By the way, it this might sound like, how could you type of thing, but uh you know how you can appreciate an artist compared to their personal life, or like their art versus the artist. It's the same thing with companies to an extent. Like when it comes to games, like Ubisoft games, like the things that were happening, that sucks. But I'm just gonna play my Assassin's Creed.
mm,
And it sounds like I'm saying what happened, doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter to me not playing a game. And people are like, oh, but the money's going towards these horrible. I'm like, I some things I just don't have the capacity to care that much. And it's not that I don't care. It's just it's not something I'm thinking about when I'm trying to just play a game. If it doesn't affect, I mean, all that stuff will affect like games to an extent, like your product, I guess. If your workspace is like, you know, there's a domino effect of things that could happen. I mean, but then again, you said the company what do they do, like mobile games, you said beforehand, or
yeah, according to the article, yeah.
that's interesting. That's a pretty big leap. uh you have anything else to say about the game, or
I'm just reading more of that. I actually want to get probably. I don't know. We should probably really look into this to get it right.
okay, I'll look more into it though for next if you wanna. I don't mind talking about it.
And,
It's a
and,
fascinating subject.
all I know is to basically sum it up real quick before we dive into it more next week is here's what he said. So someone at the game company said uh here I want to expand my circle and hire more people. Get licked until I can't get an erection.
Wait,
Several lines
wait.
down, he
Say
also
that
added,
again.
I want to expand my circle and hire more people. Get licked until I can't get an erection.
Is this a Google Translate or something, or is that a?
All right, so that's the thing. So they pointed out how he said this, and but the thing is, yeah, that's what people found out it was.
Because that
It
is,
was
yeah. I
a
was about.
error
No
in
one talks like
translation.
that.
And then underneath that, it says, I know you just happen to be a little depressed. It is my honor to provide you with some comfort in the lower half of your body. He later doubled down with a separate comment saying that I got wet after watching it a couple times. The pressure in my crotch is immense. So the
maybe,
thing is
maybe I shouldn't be laughing.
the person who wrote this article, well, one of the things is the person who wrote this is one of their points was, there's some weird, weird stuff happening in this country, this company, and it's
That's
well, this
Chinese,
is this yeah, this is one of the
dude. It's freaking. Oh, I
this
can't.
is one of the things, like this is one of the proof that they gave out that yeah, this is you know,
I think it's an Asian mindset.
but I mean, people are pointing out now that this is literally a mistranslation.
You know how I know this is a Chinese company, but you know how in Japan they're known for their culture is very they don't talk about anything. It's a very nothing's like what's the word? I forget what you know how the Japanese culture when it comes to um that type of stuff like sexualized things or anything like that. It's there, but like it's everything feels it's perverse. And I don't mean like the word pervert into like how people, but like, you know what I mean. Like everything is over exaggerated in that type of society because they don't live like with that so freely necessarily. Like here, everything is so you know everything's pretty open. uh, and I wonder. Uh, I can't get out of my head what you just said about that translate because I can't imagine someone actually saying that like that because that just sounds so funny.
Yeah,
If
I mean,
someone said those words like that,
it's true.
I how would you even?
Yeah, I mean, that's just one of
I'm
the
like,
yeah.
sir, I don't even know this. If it's I there are things though that when translated could turn out just like that, especially the way it's stated. It definitely sounds like a translated thing, of course, but uh I wonder what he. I don't know how if it's like so 180 what he's actually saying. Maybe not, but
Yeah, so it looks like all the games, like journalists are lined up against the game and the game company.
yeah, too bad the game's gonna do well.
I mean, it's already doing well
Yeah, I know.
now,
I'm saying
scratching
like
records. Um,
it's not the is it the whole game cover? They just talk about individuals here.
that's why we gotta get into it,
Okay,
like,
because when people talk about these companies, they use the word like
because there's always two sides to everything. There's what you get from YouTube, and then
yeah,
there's
yeah.
the article. Like, they give you two different sides.
You
So
won't know
actually,
till they
before we go,
investigate
then
more.
I should probably because so far it seems like we're a bit biased towards the because that's all we've been reading.
I mean, yeah, I guess I'm biased based on what I've just heard, but beyond that, I don't really have an opinion yet about the whole thing, just because we do need more research. Like, yeah,
Oh wait, we're like 2 minutes long here. What does this guy
I'm
say?
saying you telling me that right now. I don't even know how I feel about that. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. So,
Oh man, I gotta turn off ad block. I forgot. Oh, never mind. I guess.
at least Arrowhead is a good company when it comes
Oh, yeah,
to
it keeps on nerfing everything.
yes, but that's better than doing some weird stuff in the off.
Right, so Screen Rant lowered Black Myth Wukong's score after a female journalist criticized the game for not including female characters and for the monkey's supposed lack of diversity. She then attacked the
Okay,
developers over false
wait a
allegations.
minute. Wait. A monkey and diversity. Those words do not. They don't
Oh
really.
yeah, the Screen Rant gave it 3 stars out of 5, and the pros is combat is fluid and fun. Cinematography can be breathtaking at times. Great diversity in items and mechanics, but the cons is game performance is unpolished, lacking in inclusivity and diversity, and gameplay becomes repetitive over time. So
I wait. Why
a
is that a
con was a
factor?
lacking in inclusivity and diversity.
Why is that a factor?
Is that real? Wait, here, let me search up the Screen Rant.
That
Uh,
doesn't make any sense. Why that would be a factor to a good game? Isn't that based on the game's intent?
yeah.
Like, if you're making a certain type of game with a monkey, what kind of diversity you want?
Oh my gosh, real. It's on Screen Rant.
You know, I don't want to have to say it, but
What? Say it.
these women in journalists.
What?
I'm joking. I'm not a journalist, but I don't get how they can. I don't get how any journalist plays a game with a monkey, and then the con is where's the diversity?
Uh,
Now, do they mean animal diversity or
I
no?
don't know. I mean, you're playing as a monkey. I don't know how it can be.
I don't get what. How do you? It's like, oh, the game's good and all, but I don't see my representation. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe representation and diversity are two different things, but I think that it's the same thing, just two different words.
Um, all right, here. Where's the?
Why is that real? What is wrong with screen?
Okay, there's an entire section here. Okay, largely lacks inclusion and representation. Black Myth Wukong characters lack diversity. While my analysis and review of Black Myth Wukong remain focused on gameplay, it's important to mention the controversies surrounding the game's studio and the reports of misogyny and sexism from developers.
But that has nothing about the game.
That's how this entire thing blew up. Playing as a female gamer allowed me to notice issues surrounding inclusion and representation.
Yeah, where's my female monkeys at?
Oh my god, why did you say that?
I'm
As far as
assuming.
chapters 1 and 2, while characters are clearly fictitious and fantastical creatures, there were no female or feminine NPCs and enemies or bosses present. The only exception, if you can call it female, is a boss named Mother of Stones in Chapter 2, which is nothing more than a still glowing rock with no abilities being guarded by other enemies.
I don't
I
get
like,
how, in a fantastical type world where there's no humans, you want representation and like diversity.
I mean,
You're talking about fake things here. Who the hell cares?
yeah, anything can happen, but I mean,
Maybe
yeah,
it's not.
I
Maybe it's
mean,
just one of those things I just don't get.
I don't know. I just don't think it's something I'd notice, but I don't know. I guess it's because I'm a dude. I wouldn't
I
notice
hate
that.
saying that because, well, let me take that back. Because now I'm thinking, I've never once cared about any of that crap in any game in my life. I'm there to just play and
Oh,
have
you
fun.
think having women in games is crap? What is wrong with you?
No,
Oh
but
my
it's not.
God, you're sexist.
A
You're
man,
terrible.
women, child,
Terrible.
adult, different races. I couldn't care less.
You're terrible. I can't believe you're saying this.
Yeah,
Oh my
wait
God.
a week.
Yeah, I'm full. Yeah, today I don't care about this crap. Or it's like I
What
always cared about this.
are you guys talking about?
Oh man, the lack of diversity and inclusivity resonates with the misogynistic comments reported to have been made by developers, which express disdain for women playing their games.
They
I mean,
actually ever say that?
these are all. This is
You're saying,
like a thing they. Well, I mean that's from that's. I think they're basing this off of that one IGN article, which gave that the thing that I just read to you about the erection and the crotch and the.
is that
Um,
misogyny though?
well that they used that comment to support the claim. They got like an interview from like a source that they're keeping anonymous that there is sexism. That's why we probably should dive a bit deeper into that. But like a quick gist of what we read, there was there were reports that there is misogyny in the company, and then one of the sources came forward, and then fuck. Now I gotta look up that other
Yeah,
article.
but
They're using that comment that they made uh,
that should
to
be
say that it
separate
is
from
to
your
say that it
game
is.
review.
Um, the only exception is lack of diver. Oh wait, blah, 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 blah. Although Black Myth Wukong does not have truly enjoyable. Wait, although Black Myth Wukong does have truly enjoyable moments, the underlying feeling that women aren't welcome in this world felt present throughout my gameplay experience.
Why do they feel it? Because of that comment?
I guess,
But
and I
that's
guess because
not
there's
the
no
game though. That's,
I guess because there's no women in it. I don't know. It's worth noting that the game is based on the novel Journey to the West, which does consist of a few important female characters. To not include any women or to only include a few in an adaptation meant for a modern audience is quite disconcerting. Wait, so to not include any women or to only include. So are there women or are there not women in the game?
they're saying it's not in the game.
But then in this line, they say to not include any women or to only include a few in an adaptation meant for a modern audience is quite disconcerting.
A few in
Or are they
adaptation.
just saying in general?
Maybe in because they already said that they didn't see any women.
While this doesn't take away from the exhilaration and fun of boss fights themselves, women fans of Souls-like games may have a different
But it's
perspective,
not a Souls-like game.
especially given that, according to I think it is,
Didn't they
according
come?
to
The
reports,
company came out and they were like, "Do not like." They were like, "It's not a Souls game."
did they?
I let me find it because multiple
According to
people said
reports,
it. It's not a Souls-like game.
the developer also suggested that women aren't capable of enjoying or being skilled at these type of games. According to reports, the developer also suggested that women are. What are these? Okay, so that's
Is that Aspen?
yeah.
I
He's
can
giving a
hear it.
short run through
Maybe we shouldn't have him on the podcast.
it.
We will get
No, man.
we
Cut
will
this
get a
part out.
copyright.
Let's see. Well, this leads into, I think. No, that's just his take. So,
People said the systems are not Souls-like, supposedly.
it surpassed. Wait, there's more players playing Wukong than Elden Ring.
Well, I mean, it did just come out.
Damn it. No, no, the all-time record.
Oh,
Wait, you acknowledge that you have been informed of the following content and your statements are not related to the
did,
marketing team?
did you know there's an editor's note for Screen Rant? The author's name has been removed for their safety.
Yeah, I noticed that. It said by Screen Rant instead of the author.
No, the studio behind Blackman Fukong Game Science has previously been accused for fostering a toxic environment for its workers. 2022 allegations include sexualized comments against women, misogyny, fat phobia, and more. And more deals can be found here. TheGamer.com, though. My God, it was first revealed in 2020. This game.
I think so, yeah. I remember it was like
Holy
during the
crap,
Xbox stuff, I think.
that's insane. What? That's sad. Is people are giving scores based on what companies are saying or what's happening in a company.
Yeah.
I'm like, what does that have to do with the game? I'm like, we're so fixated on
There's a
everything
lot
now.
more stuff on this. There's like the
No,
content.
we're more. We should probably bring this up another time
Yeah,
though.
shit.
We will get back to it for anyone who gives a damn about this damn game, which came out yesterday as of this recording.
I gotta find that one video and send it to you.
Uh,
It seems like a pretty crazy situation.
the other thing that I was going to talk about is has to do with Google's Team Pixel controversy, which is a
What?
you know the Pixel phones that Google makes.
Yeah, yeah.
They have two different uh ways of handing out the phones to there's reviewers and then there's like content creators or
Uh-oh.
influencers. The influencers are part of a team thing that's called Team Pixel, which you like sign up. There's no contract or anything, but you sign up for this Team Pixel thing and you're able to get sent a phone early and talk about it. But in
Mhm.
the guidelines this year around, there's a screenshot uh under brand love, like the love of the brand, and you have to say yes or no. And it says by opting into this program, do you acknowledge that you are expected to feature the Google Pixel device in place of any competitor mobile devices? Please note, that if it appears other brands are being preferred over the Pixel, we will need to seize the relationship between the brand and the creator. And people were outraged by
Oh
this
yes,
type of
but
language because it never happened before. And
I mean, that means you can't give your
yes, you
full
can't be
opinion on it.
honest. You have to have the Pixel everywhere. No matter what, you cannot acknowledge anything else. Basically,
Huh.
like if you're comparing phones or something, you can't, because if you were comparing, like if something's better on another phone, you can't say it. If you're
Yeah.
part of the team, if you get the phone via Team Pixel, but if you get it via their uh if you're a reviewer, Google has another way of giving out the phones, but they don't have that acknowledgement they have to go through. But it was so big. Team Pixel came back with saying they're addressing the problem with by deleting that part of the brand love. They're like that type of
Are they
language.
rescinding it?
They said they removed that new language from its Team Pixel agreement terms. Uh, so yeah, Team Pixel is a distinct program separate from our press and creator review programs. The goal of Team Pixel is to get Pixel devices into the hands of content creators, not press and tech reviewers. We missed the mark with this new language that appeared in the Team Pixel forum yesterday and has been removed. It,
Oh, that's
but there was a
well,
lot of people,
oopsie.
a lot of YouTubers who got stuff via Team Pixel. They even talked about like, their emails and like how insane this is, and they were like, he's like, there's this one guy I watch. He's like, I don't even care what I say. Like if they get rid of me, they get rid of me. I don't care. He's like,
What do I? Maybe like they gave it to some lawyers and like they just played around
it
with
is
it.
insane though. There
Oh,
were
um, have you heard about the Disney stuff? That reminds me.
uh, let me think.
You haven't heard about the Disney stuff?
Give me a sec. Let me think. Besides Acolyte,
Oh yeah, we won. We won, boys. Acolyte is no more. My favorite show in
but
the
like
world is gone.
I said to you on Instagram, I was surprised only because I don't like for Disney they can just keep making a show like they even if they lose like they have so much money like they could like I'm surprised it was canceled just because to Disney I wonder what something like how bad does something have to be for them to really acknowledge I guess this bad I don't know.
Yeah.
But what's the Disney stuff?
So this one guy,
It's always one guy.
well, I mean, okay. So this couple went to I think, a restaurant in like Disney World or Disneyland or something. One of the theme parks. And they went in and they ordered something to eat, and then
Oh,
they,
I know about this.
yeah, and then
This
they were like,
is
"Hey,
concerning.
yeah, yeah." They were like, "Hey, I'm allergic to whatever, Oh, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, this doesn't, you're fine eating here. It doesn't have this stuff that you're allergic to." And then, they asked her like apparently like two or three times, and then the food came out, and then it had the thing that they were allergic to, and then his wife like had
Yeah.
an allergic reaction and then died.
There was an update on this yesterday.
Uh-huh. And then like so I mean, and then what's it called?
He
He's suing Disney,
yes, and
and
they came
Disney's
back.
saying, well, since you signed up for Disney Plus,
You have to
there's a
go
part in the
through.
terms of service that
Yeah,
says you can't sue us. So
yeah. You can't sue them, but you can. You have to go through a. They had like another thing you have to go through that basically says like, at the end of the day, you can't sue Disney if you are part of Disney Plus. Except
that's
right
dumb.
now it says Disney has withdrawn its claim that a man could not sue it over the death of his wife because of the terms he signed up in a free. It was a free trial. uh,
Wait, so he can sue because it was a free trial or
no,
what?
no,
Like,
I didn't realize it was a free trial, but that was part of it. Uh, Jeffrey Piccolo filed a wrongful death lawsuit.
Piccolo,
Filed a
let me speak. Let me speak to the people.
filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Disney and the owners of a restaurant after his wife died in 2023 from a severe allergic reaction following a meal at Disney World in Florida. Disney had argued the case should instead go to arbitration because of a clause in the terms and conditions of Disney Plus streaming service, which Mr. Piccolo had briefly signed up for in 2019.
In 2019.
Following a backlash, it has decided the matter can now be heard in court. Uh, this is a quote. We believe the
That's good.
situation warrants a sensitive approach to expedite a resolution for the family who have experienced such a painful loss, Disney's Josh D'Amaro told the BBC in a statement. As such, we've decided to waive our right to arbitration and have the matter proceed in court. Lawyers for Mr. Piccolo said attempts by corporations like Disney to avoid jury trials should be looked at with skepticism, adding that Mr. Piccolo will continue to pursue justice on behalf of his beloved wife at the trial court level. He also hopes these recent events have raised awareness of millions of people of all ages and all walks of life who suffer with food allergies, his lawyer said. Um, in arbitration, a dispute is overseen by a neutral third party. It benefits those wanting to avoid a lengthy trial, but it means evidence would not be put in front of a jury. Oh, that's messed up.
I mean, I think this just goes to show, like,
Our
I mean,
system,
I think
our
the
company,
crazy part
big
is like the
company.
backlash. The backlash is what ultimately made them
Yeah.
change their
If there was
mind.
no backlash, your wife's death,
And
would be.
and the funny thing too is, I think this entire scenario just makes them look terrible. So I think that's why they it just makes them look
I
terrible.
think everything
Like,
they do looks terrible.
this makes it worse.
That's
Yeah,
true.
you can't
Yeah.
sue because you sign up for a streaming service. Like, what?
You know how petty that is?
That is. It sounds so petty. This sounds like
Yes, your wife
the
might have died, but you signed
and
up
how
here
they
for a
even
free trial.
respond to that. We decide to relinquish our right of our arbitration.
Yep.
Like, oh, it's like, oh yeah, we can do this, but because we're feeling nice, we're not gonna do it. Like, they won't, they won't admit, they won't admit.
Yeah, they ate at a Irish-themed pub located at Disney Springs site in Orlando, but operated by an independent company. He alleges that the restaurant did not take enough care over his wife's severe allergies to dairy, nuts, despite being repeatedly told she died in the hospital later that day. She didn't have like an EpiPen.
Bro, she died from eating. Wait, what?
Well,
Nuts?
they didn't
Nut
say
allergy?
she had a allergy to like dairy and nuts. So one,
Dairy and nuts. What was she eating? Ice cream
I
with almonds?
well, I hope you know there's like a billion things that have either or that are
I know,
made
but
with.
like the combination, the wombo combo.
Well,
Bro, that's terrible. No
I
wonder
don't
why
know if
she
she ate.
died. She
Well,
had to take on both dairy and almonds.
oh, yeah, you're right. As a result of anaphylaxis due to elevated levels of dairy and nut in her system,
Yeah. Oh man, that's like a double. That's
a
like
double
getting attacked by
whammy.
two status effects in Warframe. That's two status effects, man.
This podcast will always talk about Warframe somehow.
Or it's corrosive and radiation.
This is a little
Or
messed up.
corrosive and viral.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think it becomes.
I mean, corrosive and radiation,
Yeah.
then, like, it's just raw health. Like,
So Mr.
literally,
Piccolo, that goddamn that name, suing Disney for a
let me
sum
speak, let me speak to the
for a
people of
sum in
Piccolo.
excess of 50,000, in addition to other damages relating to suffering, loss of income, and medical and legal. 50,000. They can't just be like, here you go.
That's why I'm saying that he just wants the 50,000 for the funeral.
He's not asking for some crazy amount.
That's so messed up. That's messed up.
He's not asking for millions. He just said 50K, man.
Let me speak. Let me speak to the people.
Disney had argued that the legal circumstances surrounding the case were unique.
Oh yeah, they were
They were
unique.
unique
And so
already.
were how they. So were the responses.
Oh yeah, what is this? Meanwhile, Jabril Trambu, barrister at Church Court Chambers, said the terms in the Disney Plus trial were a weak argument for Disney to rely on. I'm going to be
Yeah,
honest.
like
That's
I don't get how.
sorry. This death is not on our hands because
That's
you
just
signed up
stupid.
for Disney Plus.
That was just stupid of him.
You know, that that's like you were in a hurry and you're like, oh, what could we say? Because we don't want to be part of this.
What? This woman died? Not my
Oh,
problem.
well, yeah, not my. Just say
You're a
anything.
disgrace to the game, Yugi.
They should say something like that. You
Yeah,
should.
they should.
You lost your 8,000 life points. Now, with my double attack, when I put nuts and I put dairy again. I shouldn't be making fun of it. Oh, well, she's dead. You know what's going to happen. She's not going to come back and kill me.
Well, there goes our podcast. You just canceled us.
What do you
You fucking,
mean?
you idiot.
What do you mean? I swear. I'll lose my mind. Uh, that's insane. Wonder if there was, uh, oh shoot. 6 hours ago, did you, RFK Jr. is planning to drop out of the 2024
What?
presidential race and endorse Trump.
What?
That Well, nothing's confirmed, but this is from NBC News 6 hours ago, and other
Dun dun
websites.
dun dun
Yeah,
dun. Wait, how did it go? Dun 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 dun.
yeah, it goes on. Uh,
Dun dun dun.
yeah. Uh, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. intends to end his independent presidential campaign and endorse former President Trump, according to two sources familiar with the plans. Who, if this is true, that's insane.
What? Wait, NBC said this?
And ABC, well, ABC is AP News, and CNN, I think. Wait, no, let me check. Uh, uh
Wait, is this it? Is this the
wait, RFK Jr. If I just type his name, let me see.
that is not the NBC. Where is it?
CNN, ABC, NBC, New York Times, Fox, maybe. Uh,
Oh, wait, no, it's just the morning, like, do. Never mind, that's not.
but
Which one was dun dun dun
that's the
dun?
news, though.
NBC News?
No, no, that's not Fox News.
Or is that MSNBC? Or is that CBS?
No, it's not CBS. Let me think. Let me
Oh,
think.
the mission theme, is that it?
Wait.
By John Williams?
It could be ABC. Wait, what the? Is
Theme
it?
for NBC News. It's by John Williams? What? The mission theme? Wait, what? NBC News? The theme for NBC News is by John Williams? Wait, we're
I
gonna get hit if I play this? Never mind.
Yes, 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 yes.
Oh, man.
Okay, Fox has not said anything yet about it, but
Oh, man, we're gonna get
Washington Post, NBC, The Hill.
dun 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 dun.
Do they have like a rattling sound as well? Like,
Maybe is that CBS or MSNBC or
oh my god,
what?
I I'm on the Brave web browser, and I'm actually looking via Google, and it says customize results by applying a Google or a goggle, and it says you want to click activate the goggle. News from the left and news from the right.
Oh my god.
Holy crap! This is insane.
What about mid? Who's mid?
There is no wait. What the frick? This is insane.
Wait, so is
Wait,
RFA out?
no, he's not out yet. But there's supposed plans based on two sources that are viable, I guess.
Wait, ABC is also saying something.
I know if you,
ABC is just saying he's planning on dropping out of the
I know
race.
they're all saying the exact same, but no, but they also said suppose he could be.
Yeah, someone pointed out ABC left out the endorsed Trump part.
They didn't say because everyone else that is talking about it is mentioning that.
CNN is even saying it.
Yeah, but Fox hasn't said anything.
Wait, who was his running mate?
He doesn't have one.
His running mate is saying that they might be considering endorsing
Wait,
Trump.
who? Wait, RFK had a running mate?
CNN is reporting that his running mate says that they're considering endorsing Trump.
I didn't even know he had a running mate. They never talked about it.
Fox News is saying he's considering joining forces with Trump.
Interesting.
16 hours ago. J.D. Vance says possible RFK endorsement isn't tied to cabinet. Isn't tied to cabinet position.
Oh yeah, I see the Fox News thing. Is
Oh,
that
so
a
RFK might get a.
Nicole Shanahan recently announced that their campaign is considering dropping out and endorsing former President Trump to lower risk that Vice President Harris becomes president. We will do
Wait, what?
everything to make sure Harris is not
Wait, read that
president.
again. Wait, what?
Uh, his running mate, Nicole Shanahan, recently announced that their campaign is considering dropping out and endorsing former President Trump to lower risk that Vice President Harris becomes president.
Oh my god.
This man is
He's
like,
straight up saying it. Like,
no matter what I think about Trump, you cannot have Harris.
oh my god. Maybe I should.
You
They need
should,
to
the
vote for
fourth
me. He should
party,
have voted for me. Why is he endorsing Trump? Why isn't he endorsing me?
he endorsed the bigwigs.
Come on, man. We gotta stick together. The independents gotta stick together.
Uh,
I feel betrayed.
yeah. I think that's it for this week. Next week,
Yeah,
we'll. I don't know how much we're gonna talk about the Wukong thing because I don't know how much information will be there by then, but I'm willing to put more information into it. Uh, do you think a lot more information will come out by then?
probably. There's already a lot of information here, but
It's a lot of it's like circling information though, as in like they're saying some. Well, I know there's more than just that from what you said, but so far like the major outline of it is like they're saying similar stuff in a circle.
all I
Uh,
know is at the end of the day, this is just a textbook. Well, it's just a bunch of he said, she said, maybe, and then there's
yeah, hearsay until
it's basically well, we gotta read more into it to clear it
yeah.
up next week. But
Um,
basically, it's the gaming community against, I guess, gaming journalists all over again. So,
you know what's funny?
because all the journalists are saying the same things, and all the YouTubers are calling them out on something.
I was thinking, when is usually the election? November
November something something.
8th? I think it's the 8th, right? I was just thinking about when we record election 2024 uh date. It will take place November 5th. That's what it's saying. Uh, Tuesday, November 5th. So that podcast will be the day after election.
Wait, what?
The podcast we do on Wednesdays will be the day after the
Oh, that's
election.
cool.
That would be insane.
Or
What's your prediction right now? How
World War
we'll be
Three.
talking?
World War Three happens right after the election.
Okay, we should probably pinpoint it right now and just say something, and let's see how we actually react the day later.
What you think? Who wins?
Yeah, like who wins?
I'm gonna be honest. Okay, I think we should probably state it
Like just a general
on
feeling as of right now.
on who we're not giving like our
Not the
endorsement
views,
or
just
whatever.
like just who
We're
would
not
most
giving our
likely.
endorsement.
No, it's just
You
who would most
know,
likely win as of right now.
in my opinion, I think Trump will probably win. Unfortunately, like unfortunately or fortunately, I think
Yeah.
Trump is gonna take this one because
I am
that
scared.
assassinating thing is. I mean that you know that's like a big like that's like a big push for just regular
I
people. You
think the
know,
only reason Trump didn't win was because of COVID, and I know it's more than that, but for a lot of people who aren't like very into politics, they see that one thing and then they either they switch or they didn't like Trump to begin with. But when it comes to this around, um,
him getting shot really
okay, well
really
you would
really
assume it mattered more.
catapulted him.
I mean, it did and it didn't because there's a large percentage of people who actually like Kamala.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. If you're not gonna, here's the thing. Like, people are already set in their ways. If you don't like Trump, you don't like Trump. If you don't
Yeah,
like Kamala, you don't like Kamala. If you like him, I think it's mainly the regular people. The
yeah,
independent
yeah,
people, the people who
yeah,
don't really care. But I'm gonna tell you right now. I think if they hear, because like Kamala's been vice president for the past what 3.5 years.
yeah.
People barely hear about her. What have you
Yeah.
heard about Trump?
You at least know
You already
Trump.
got shot.
Yeah.
That's
Well, you know what Trump is his val. You know what you truly do know what Trump is about. He already had a presidency. He's public about his ways. Like
I
Kamala.
don't know. I don't know. I mean, because here's the thing. Like, I mean, we just pointed out we don't even. I can't even recall what happened during his
No, but
presidency.
I'm saying
I mean, no one really knows. I'm
I,
just saying, like, I think the shooting part is what's going to draw in a lot of people.
I'll say this. I will be shocked if Kamala wins.
You'll be shocked.
Yeah. I won't be
I think
sad or
anyone can win.
happy. I just
I think anyone can win, but I think Trump has
it's
a leg up
people
as of
there
right
there's
now.
as a people are like, well, Kamala might be up here and there. I'm like, we don't know yet everything. I'm like, you can't
I
trust
don't know
the
anything
polls.
either. Like I don't know how much of the data is
You know
correct
what's funny? My
or
grandfather, he doesn't really believe in any other way of voting besides in person. And I'm like, well, I like to trust our system somewhat. So if I'm allowed to do mail in and all that stuff, I might do it.
Hey man, if things get more hectic and crazy, that's all more power to me, right? That just makes it easier for me to run, and it
I
makes it
don't know
more
why
interesting
I'm
world.
excited for that podcast. Just to like we just get on.
What?
It's like,
A
well,
post-presidency
yep.
podcast, a post-presidency
well,
episode.
I was like, well, that was interesting. That was-
Well, that was interesting. I didn't expect that. And then the day after that, World War III starts, and then
no more podcast. Nothing.
and then the entire purpose of the podcast is then completed. I was like, I told you,
We've done
I
it. We've
know, I
done it.
told you.
We've no one has ever completed a podcast fully. It never ended.
Yeah, the entire purpose of the podcast had been fulfilled, and after that, it's just post World War III until we get drafted in, and then
We're back. We're
like yeah, 3 years later, right, we're back. Got
back.
destroyed.
There's no more America. This is coming from some random land.
You think we lose World War III? Oh my god,
Oh wait, sorry. I was thinking of like a civil war. I was thinking of
wrong.
where, like you just pick like a state. Like Texas is my country. Texas is my country.
Texas is my country.
I live in Texas. The country is Texas. You, can you imagine that? Like 3 years from now, or some crazy. We're like, yeah, our own state is our country now. We have to fight it. Oh my! Oh, that would be insane. All the tax. Oh my! You won't be able to buy any games of every price.
I don't know, man.
You won't be able to buy any.
What were we talking about? I completely zoned out.
I, I'm just thinking if we had a civil war and we all became our own country,
We need a more messed up version of the EU.
no, I'm saying the prices would just skyrocket. We would need more.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get it. Yeah, sure.
A game would be like over 100 dollars. It would be the end of everything.
Oh,
The only freedom we have is this podcast. It's the only thing that gives us our sanity. Our
what are
self.
you even talking about?
Never mind. I think we
What
can
are you
stop.
going on about?
I thought I was being funny. Okay. I guess not. You blacked out or whatever.
Bro, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, calm down, man. You don't have to yell.
What do you want from me, man?
Any closing remarks, like usual?
Well, honestly, I think,
Wukong next week. Just dead air.
I think, uh, I think the monkey people might be invading us in 3 months' time, and
Wait a minute. Did anyone say anything negative about Planet of the Apes? I guess there is diversity there. Never mind.
is there?
Yeah, you You got the main female Freya,
Oh yeah.
a human. Oh, there is female apes, but I wonder if the journalists would even know.
Well, I don't know. I don't know anything else. What
Well,
should I say unhinged?
it doesn't have to be
Um,
unhinged. I think we're good. I think I can just.
I think the Jews are trying to
Dude, it
still
can't
leave
be
in
every
place.
time.
Why? How do you know?
I'm the one editing. What do you mean?
How do you know?
What, the
How do you
Jews?
know it's not my fault? They always got everything around them.
Okay. Well, you're really good, aren't you? Okay, I think I'm going to end.
They're probably responsible for everything.
Yep. Trump?
Yeah, he's probably run by the Jews.
I think that's a good thing.
Oh yeah, you would say that.
Hey, what you
Of
doing, man?
course it'd be
Hey, what
good
you
for
doing? Hey,
you.
we.
Of course it'd be good for
Okay, see you
you.
guys next week.
Okay.
Bye. Have a good one.
Okay.